There are moments in life that change everything. Not because you made a bad decision, but because you trusted the wrong people. This is my story. I worked hard for what I had. Nothing was handed to me. Every hour, every sacrifice, every setback was part of building something that meant a lot to me. One of the biggest things I owned was my harvester. To some people, it was just a machine. To me, it represented years of work, hope, and the future I was trying to build. Then two wealthy people entered my life. At first, they seemed trustworthy. They spoke with confidence. They acted like they wanted to help. They knew exactly what to say to earn my trust. Looking back now, I realized they understood something important. If they could get me to believe them, they could control the situation. Little by little, things started changing. Promises became excuses. Conversations became confusing. Whenever I asked questions, I was made to feel like I was the problem. If I doubted anything, they acted like I was overreacting. It felt like every concern I had was brushed aside until I started questioning my own judgment. That's how manipulation works. It doesn't always happen overnight. Sometimes it's slow. Sometimes it happens one conversation at a time until you don't realize what's happening until it's too late. Before I knew it, my harvester was gone. Something I had worked so hard to earn was no longer mine. The hardest part wasn't just losing the machine. It was realizing that the people I trusted had more power, more money, and more influence than I did. It felt like no matter what I said, my voice didn't matter. They had the resources. They had the connections. I was left trying to make sense of everything that had happened. People often think losing something valuable is only about the financial loss. It's not. It's about the sleepless nights. It's about replaying every conversation in your head. It's about wondering whether you could have done something differently. It's about the feeling that someone took advantage of your trust. For a while, I questioned myself. I wondered if I had been too trusting, too hopeful, too willing to believe people who seemed successful. But I've learned something. Being manipulated doesn't mean you're weak. It means someone chose to misuse your trust. That says more about them than it does about you. I'm sharing this story because I know I'm not the only person who gotten scammed by these weirdos. Thank you for listening.
I buy God things off of people, myself. That's how I got my